The most dangerous power in government. Carl Schmitt and the power hidden in crisis. Carl Schmitt, a 20th century German legal theorist, argued that the true power of a sovereign lies not in everyday governance, but in the ability to decide when the rules no longer apply. He called this the state of exception. In a crisis, the leader who can suspend the law, who can say, "This is an emergency and the normal rules must be set aside," is the one who holds real authority. Schmitt didn't view this as a flaw in politics. He believed that liberal democracies were too slow and indecisive, and that moments of crisis required strong, decisive leadership, even if that meant going beyond legal limits. In his view, the ability to override the law wasn't a threat to sovereignty, it was sovereignty. We've seen this logic play out across the political spectrum. After 9/11, a Republican-led administration passed the Patriot Act, expanding surveillance powers in the name of national security. Civil liberties were limited, and many of those emergency powers are still in place decades later. On the left, growing concern over the climate crisis has led some political leaders and activists to call for formal emergency declarations, which could authorize the government to restrict fossil fuel production, redirect resources, or bypass standard legislative procedures. These proposals are driven by urgency, but they also raise difficult questions about how far executive power should go in the name of long-term crisis response. Schmitt's views cut through both examples. The more often a state of exception is invoked, the more normalized it becomes. What begins as a temporary suspension of the rules can evolve into a permanent mode of governance, where emergency justifies everything and law becomes secondary. The state of exception is not just a legal tool, it's a political threshold. The danger is not that crises exist, but that they become the basis for a lasting concentration of power.